Exactly. On the breaking news, let's bring in Charlie Gasparino from Fox Business Network now. Whew, this is quite the moment. As you can imagine, the art of the deals all over the Twitter sphere right now, as people say, I mean, maybe this is the way he planned it. To John's point, Charlie, about the Treasury Secretary saying maybe you could say that he goaded China into a bad position for themselves. Well, don't retaliate. Things will work out well, he said.
I mean, I want to tell you right now that Donald Trump outsmarted the world. Trust me, I'm an American. I support my president. But that's not really what happened here, from what I understand. And I know I'll get pushback, but here's what it is. First off, we should point out that one of the good things about this is that Scott Bessent is finally in the White House. He's finally leading this. I mean, up until a couple of days ago, it was Lutnick, it was Peter Navarro, the Commerce Secretary, the trade advisor, very much hawks. Now it's Scott Bessent, who believes in cutting deals as opposed to, just just putting these tariffs out there and let's be a mercantilistic economy. That's number one. But number two, let's recall what happened overnight. And from what I understand, and I'm getting this from people that are talking to the White House, what happened in the bond market overnight, the spike in yields on the 30-year and the 10-year bond, which showed that people were dumping our bonds. And who were those people dumping our bonds? Japan, the biggest holder of bonds, was selling bonds. That's what I'm getting from some very big money managers. China, maybe to some extent, but it was largely Japan and others. If you have a mass sale of bonds, that means people are losing confidence in the U.S. economy, on the ability to do deals with us. And from what I understand, this is what forced the hand of this 90-day reprieve. Now, is it a good thing? Are people coming to the table? Yeah. But if you read between the lines, or not even what Scott Bessent said, we have no deals. Right? There's nobody that is really there saying this is what we're going to do. And they paused it anyway. So my thing said, well, I'll give you this. There is some art of the deal here. And by the way, brilliant move by putting China in the corner. But that's a whole separate thing. Because remember, that's a very difficult negotiation. Everybody else is a lot easier. They do want to deal with us. Whether they want to be, forced into really bad trade deals on their end is a whole other negotiating story. But make no mistake about it, you cannot divorce this decision right here from what happened last night, which was, people focus on the stock market all the time. It's the bond market and the sort of lending markets that's the plumbing of the economy. And those markets were imploding last night. And that's why we have a 90-day freeze. Let's see if those markets improve. Someone told me we had a decent Treasury auction today. But if you can't sell your Treasuries, guys, and people are unloading your Treasuries, like Japan, which is, I believe, the largest foreign holder after China. Just
to be clear, there was an auction that just happened a few moments ago that Bessent just referenced, and it was a healthy auction, Charlie.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Right? So we got a good, healthy auction on some of this stuff. But be real clear, there were problems in the plumbings of the market. And from what I understand, and I'm talking to sophisticated, I'm not talking to some guy at, trading off his Robinhood account. I'm talking to major hedge fund players who deal with the White House, who deal with Bessent. And Bessent knows this. He told the president this. Yeah. We have a real problem with plumbing. And if we have a problem with plumbing, it's game over. Anyway, back to you guys. That's my happy note of the day.
David, quick.
Well, all I could do, you pointed me to the Daily Mail headline, Sandra, and I'm just going to put it up. I don't know if you can see it on screen. It's a picture of Trump from last night, and it says, "We are so back. Stock market goes stratospheric for Trump." One thing that this does clearly, at least for today, is it takes the issue away from Trump's political enemies, particularly the Democratic Party, and they no longer have this in their pocket as something to go into the midterm elections for. Anything can happen over the next 90 days, but at least for now, politically speaking, this is excellent for Donald Trump.
Well, let's not forget that when it comes to politics, a day is a long time, a week is forever, and those elections aren't until November of next year. So.
Yes.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.